I was doing some research in the Alpharetta real estate market today, and I came up with some interesting findings that I was a little bit surprised about myself here. This is a chart with the absorption rate going back by month and price to 2022, and anything in that pink area would be considered a buyer's market. So you can see that we are solidly into a buyer's market for what amounts to mostly the new construction and luxury homes from 1.5 million and up in the real estate market. However, everything below that pink area still remains a seller's real estate market. So anything from, say, $1.25 million and under is a strong seller's real estate market still. So if you're a seller, you have a lot more negotiating power than you do on the buy side. And if you are a buyer, you can continue to expect prices to continue rising, even with interest rates being as high as they are. People have adjusted to the new rates based on the economy and the jobs numbers that have come out recently. It doesn't look like that the interest rates are going to drop very much, if at all, until at least the very end of this year. And there's a lot of pent-up demand. So once interest rates do drop, the demand will rise and you still won't have any more negotiating power than you did now. Prices will be higher, so your monthly payments are still going to be as high as they would if you were to buy now at the lower prices with the higher interest rates. So if it were me and I were thinking about buying, now still becomes a better time to buy than waiting. But I do want to show something that I did notice in the luxury market. So if you happen to be looking for a house in Alpharetta that's new construction or above $1.25 million, there's a ton of active listings compared to the number of sales. So if you are in this market, this is a great place to buy. If you're a seller in this market, you need to be aware that you might need to think about where you're pricing your products, because there's a lot more competition for your homes than there has been in the past. If you look at January and February of this year, the number of active listings in that pink area compared to the number of sold at the bottom in the pink area is dramatic. Like over $2 million, there's 44 active listings in February and 2 sales. That's terrible. That's not good at all. And when we take it a step further and look at kind of leading indicators, as of today, when I filmed this on April 11th, there's 95 active listings and 23 more that are pending. That's still like a 4-to-1 ratio, still too high in the luxury real estate market. So it is softer above $1.25 million with a lot of the new construction in the downtown Alpharetta area and then heading out towards Milton. So that market is softening. I don't necessarily know that it's going to tank or anything like that, but we do typically see changes in the market in the luxury home segment before we see them in the kind of regular home real estate market. And if you look at this purple line on these charts, you can see that the absorption rate is higher in most segments than it has been in 2023 and 2024. So we are moving back towards balance. But if interest rates drop, all bets are off. You can see the absorption rate's going to drop again. Will be multiple offers and off to the races again. So if you're in the market, now is probably a better time to buy than waiting. And if you are thinking about selling, you need to have a real estate agent who understands and knows how to position your market based on what's going on. If you have any questions, drop a comment below or shoot me a message, and I will be happy to help any way that I can.